So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking some of this really nice red, this really cool yellow, possibly this purple. I haven't really completely made up my mind. But definitely this green. So what we're going to be doing is, just so you know, I'm going to be painting over this. We're going to paint over this with some basic glitter. This is just to give me a base for which to highlight any glitter that's not like really banging, because we want this cup to really bang. Tiger's instructions were, my wife likes things that are very glittery, and so we are going to give her something as glittery, that's a word, as possible. That's why I'm still not sure about the purple. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to take red and yellow and green. Now the green's going to be down here. Like such. And that's going to cover all of this. And then we're going to have patches. I'm actually not getting them quite as big as I wanted them. About like that big. Kind of like that. Nice big one. This needs to be a little bit bigger. Something like that. And we're going to do like probably even bigger. We're going to do like red, yellow, red, yellow. This would be two reds next to each other, something like that. Maybe even do a little different. But we'll take and put these in with Mod Podge. That way we only get where I want it. Once we're done with that, and that dries up, we'll come back, we'll throw a layer of epoxy over the top of the whole thing, and that's when, well, not when, but layer of epoxy over the whole thing. Done. Dried. Ready for the next layer of whatever. Then we're going to come back with our vinyl, and this is going to be our vinyl grass. And these are going to be our flowers. So we'll take a flower, vinyl flower, on top of the epoxy, which this is going to be glitter. You know, the glitter paint. We'll put flowers here, here. We will then, and I hate doing this, but we will Mod Podge over the top of all of this and lay in the color, which at this moment is going to be purple. We'll lay purple all the way in, dry, remove the vinyl, which will leave the flowers and the green grass down here. Mesa green grass on top, kind of looking thing. We'll put some speckly things in here to, you know, help the grass look. Remove it all, which then will reveal the red, yellow, and green. We will then put her name on here. Let's see. No, actually not quite. We need to do a second layer of epoxy. Then we'll put her name on there and any kind of artwork that we've gotten to that point, because they still really haven't decided what kind of artwork we're going to have. We're going to have flowers, of course, but I don't know. You know, with flowers, I just may push him over to these bees that I have. We might put some bees on there. They're colorful. But we'll see. When we get there, we'll see, and you'll see it as well. So, but for now, we need to get some paint on here. So let's get some paint on here. Alright, so we're going to paint on some of the Mod Podge now that the paint is dry. Like I said, the paint's only there to back up any kind of glittery. Just want to make more and more glitter flash, blah blah blah. So now that we've got all of that together, we're going to sprinkle us some Mod Podge all across the bottom, and this is where we're going to apply the green. As we said, we wanted this to pop. We wanted it to be very shiny. So we've decided to use this green. This will be the grass. Knock off any excess that we have there. So now we've got us a nice little clean tray. It's time for us to start spotting on where the roses are going to go. I'm going to hit a little bit here and just a little bit there, and then we'll come back with the glitter and put that glitter on in those places. And I don't want to mix the glitter because we've got the yellow and the red, so I've got to put the red on and the yellow on at separate times. That way I don't cross-contaminate between the yellow and the red. That's also why I didn't put all of the Mod Podge on all at the exact same time before the green was done. Throw a little spin to it. Now we're just going to put the red on. Now, as you notice, the red's only going where the Mod Podge is. And that's exactly what we want. Now that we've got the red on, we can go in between the red, get the Mod Podge inside there, and slowly but surely, we'll have a red, yellow, and green cup. So we've got us a clean tray again. We will apply the yellow just like we did the red. Knock it off. As you can see, I'm knocking it off with my finger. Get it all on there. Boom. She's already starting to look and come together as we thought we should. And we've got the epoxy. Got it all mixed up. Time to put it on. And this is our first coat. Now, as you can tell on the left side of the screen, on the top down, how we're putting it on, we're tapping it in. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know that instead of tapping, what I do is I brush it on. Well, you can't really brush this on too well. I mean, it's thick, yes, but Mod Podge is only going to hold on to so much. And you start swiping on there really hard with my brush, and it can lead to it knocking the actual glitter off. So we're going to go very gently, letting the epoxy soak into the glitter. Now, even though we're going all the way across every single step, you can tell that I had to clean my brush because it's got green on it. I don't want the green to get contaminated with the yellow and the red. So we're having to clean and keep our brush as clean as we can because we don't want to cross-contaminate all those colors. So now that we have the epoxy on, it's time for us to start applying those stickers. As you can see, we're doing a tape backup style. Pick a rose, and just decide where at the cup and where at in the colors we want to put it. We get it all laid in there, we'll get all the flowers arranged, and now you're going to see here in a little bit, I had already put the decal for the grass on the bottom, but I didn't like the size, and I think you'll agree. We used a lot of green at the bottom, but when covering it up, we didn't cover very much up, so I'm going to actually remove that grass, and we're going to put on a larger grass. Now this is really important. Remember we did a backup of that paint, the glittery paint? And now we have a white and red and yellow with the backup of the white and gold in those bottom flowers. Now you can see the method of my madness. And here we're going to go. We're going to take all those little stickers off, get the rest of the bottom off, and then we'll put the new and improved grass on there. You'll see what I mean. It's much larger. I like it a lot better. Alright, so we've got the new vinyl on for the grass covering up that green. We now have it out of the paint booth. I applied a little bit of blue for a backing because we're going to be applying a blue glitter instead of that purple. This is going to be a bright, shiny blue. So now we're going to start getting it all over the flowers, and the next step is going to be the ultra hard step, and you'll see what I mean. So let's just see what we can do by getting all this Mod Podge on first. Now you can see what I mean by this is part of the hardest part. Trying to dig those stickers out from underneath the paint and glitter, as you can see, is not easy. And even after we've finished, you've got to go back through and meticulously go through and clean any of the blue that's like statically, if that's a word, sticking to the epoxy where the flowers are. So we're going through with a brush and a pair of tweezers and well, I can't say the word. We're meticulously. Oh, I said it. How about that? Can you say meticulously? But as you can see, we are going through meticulously taking out all of the blue where it doesn't belong. And we take the final step, sanding it all down and applying her name. And it's now time for the flood coat. This is our final step. We'll be applying flood coat of epoxy, which will be sealing in all of the other layers and bringing out the beauty that this cup is. I hope you've enjoyed this. I've enjoyed watching and making it with you. If you want to see this in the future, subscribe to our channel. Give us a thumbs up on this one. And throw us a comment, maybe something that you would like to see made. Until next time, God bless.